Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing today?
Man, blessed and highly favored, man. I know you got that word this morning. People are waiting.
Hey, people are waiting. Bless you, Rickey Smiley. Thank you for that. I like the word wait because every now and then in life we find ourselves in what is known in aviation as a holding pattern. A holding pattern is when you're ready to land, but because of traffic in the air, because of bad weather, whatever the reason may be, the control tower puts the plane in a holding pattern, and you can't get where you want to go when you want to go there because you're in a holding pattern. And someone is tuned in, even right now, in a holding pattern. You want to get where you're going, but somehow life has you in a holding pattern. The question is, what do you do when you're in a holding pattern? Number one, in a holding pattern, I've learned it's best to make the most of where you are while you are there. There have been times when I've been in an airport just waiting for the plane to take off, and somehow I get delayed. But here's what I do. I don't just sit there and pout and get upset, but I make the most of that time by doing something that is constructive. There is something you can do, even in a holding pattern, that will cause you to make progress, even when it feels like you're going nowhere. So in a holding pattern, make the most of the time you have. In a holding pattern, let go of stuff that ain't going to go with you where it is you're trying to go. Every now and then, it's just time to let some stuff go. Some stuff is not worth the trip that you're trying to make, the journey that God is taking you on. During a holding pattern, it's time to let some stuff go. Let go of bitterness. Let go of envy. Let go of jealousy. Let go of what other people have done to you so that their issues continue to be your issues. Every now and then, you just got to let some stuff go. And then finally, in a holding pattern, it's a time, here it is, for you to hold on to hope even while you're on hold. That means you continue to look forward to where you are going, even though you may not be getting there right now. Continue to be energized with expectation beyond your situation, knowing that I've got a feeling everything is going to one day be all right. So listen, you're in a holding pattern, but it's no reason to give up. You still have energy to get up, look up, and hold on to hope, even though you're in a holding pattern.
Oh, man, Pastor Haynes, that was a good word. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Friday morning news. The Senate yesterday gave final approval of an $858 billion military bill. The measure includes a 4.6% raise for military personnel and another $800 million in aid to Ukraine. It also rescinds a vaccine mandate for troops. In other news, former President Donald Trump unveiled a series of digital trading cards with illustrations of him dressed as a superhero, an astronaut, and a fighter pilot. He's selling them at $99 each, with the proceeds going to him personally, not his campaign. In his sales pitch, he declared that he was the best president ever, better than Lincoln, better than Washington. This is real news. Lastly, the National Archives has released thousands of pages of previously classified documents on the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The release includes 13,000 documents with a small number of additional documents withheld for the review before May 2023. Conspiracy theories have flourished in the years since the assassination. For more headlines and news updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Roxy, what's going on in sports?
Man, how you come behind that? Thursday Night Football last night, man. The 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks 21-13. 49ers clinched the NFC West. They got the playoff spot with third-string quarterback Brock Purdy, a.k.a. Mr. Irrelevant. It's going down tomorrow. Celebration Bowl, the HBCU National Championship. Jackson State versus North Carolina Central. Jackson State is the SWAC champion. North Carolina Central is the MEAC champion. It's going down at ATL, 12 p.m. Eastern on ABC. That's what I said, ABC, man. So I'm going to be tuned in for that one. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says that he wants to hire a female NBA head coach within the next 5 years, man. This is good stuff. Two people at the top of the list is probably going to be Becky Hammon. She's the current head coach of WNBA Las Vegas Aces team, and possibly Nancy Lieberman. So we'll see what happens. But good for Adam Silver's opening up. We're going to have an NBA women's head coach here real soon. Quick sports report right there, man. Gary, what's up there, Pimpin'?
All right, y'all. Comedian Martin Lawrence is finally speaking out, y'all, about that infamous Oscar slap during a recent interview he did with The Art of Dialogue. Now, Martin, y'all, he said he is close to both men involved in the accident. He said, well, quote, well, it hurt me, honey, to see that happen, he said, because, honey, I know both of them. He said, because both of them, both of them, y'all, are his brother. And he also wanted to say, y'all, and when it happened, he said, I text both of them after it happened. He said, just to see how they were doing and everything. He said, but it was just an unfortunate situation. He said, Will wasn't in the right space that night, and Chris Rock, honey, didn't deserve that. He said, so it's such an unfortunate situation. He added, he said, it's like seeing your brothers fighting, and you don't want to see your brothers fighting. He said, Chris Rock didn't deserve, But he said Chris Rock didn't deserve it. But this is the deal, though, Ricky. We must understand this. Nobody's talking about this. He said Smith apologized to Rock, who did not accept his apology. Unquote.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. But I mean, Will Smith did the right thing. I just wish he would have just apologized and not justified anything. And Chris, you don't have to. If you're not ready. If you embarrassed and humiliated or whatever, and made you feel a certain way or whatever, it takes time. Things will change over time. But that was the right thing for Martin to say.
Exactly. So hopefully by next year it'll be, something new. They really, forgave one another and, move on and do a movie together or something. That would be nice. All right, the color today is one of my favorite color. It's a Christmas color. The color today, y'all, is reindeer. On the high end, you say reindeer, and on the low end, you say beautiful tan. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Meg Thee Stallion's former best friend denies being paid off by Tory Lanez. And I'm going to tell you what happened up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, during the second day of testimony, Meg Thee Stallion's former best friend, Kelsey Harris, denied being paid off by Tory Lanez. Now, according to TMZ, under cross-examination, Tory Lanez's attorney asked Kelsey if the rapper had paid her anything, and she said, no, I want to make it very clear, Tory didn't pay me anything. But earlier in the day, the prosecution asked if she remembered telling them during the September interview that Tory tried to bribe you. She said, I don't remember what I said in September. She also did not recall telling prosecutors in September that Tory fired the gun or seeing Megan limping after the gunshots were fired the night in July 2020. Well, when asked why she changing her story, Kelsey said that she was receiving pressure back then, and when asked from what or whom, she said from everything. When asked who shot Megan, she responded, I don't know. Later, Tory's attorneys asked Kelsey about the fact that police say she had gunshot residue on her hands, and she said she wasn't sure where it came from, adding, I just know I had it. She also acknowledged she and Megan did have a physical altercation in the SUV, but she tried to downplay it, saying that they were drunk and probably just bumped each other. Meanwhile, earlier in the day, prosecutors presented texts Kelsey sent immediately after the alleged shooting describing Tory physically attacking her, and at least one of the others read, Tory shot Meg. Now, Kelsey said that she sent the text in a panic and she didn't remember sending them at all. Wow. Megan's attorney told the Shade Room that Kelsey has been compromised, adding whether a threat or bribe, but we're looking into it, they said. So this Kelsey is just all over the place, y'all. She don't know whether she going left or right. I feel like she didn't have a lot of media training or attorney training or court training, because she done pled the fifth on stuff you ain't supposed to plead the fifth on. She said she don't remember stuff, and it's just crazy. She said Toy didn't bribe her, but she did say he offered both of them $1 million before. So it's just really confusing. I just wish she would just really be quiet, because she really making it bad. She's making everything bad. Let me see.
Well, Brad, my
yes.
thing is, what happened to being scared to go to jail?
I don't think they told her that she could possibly go to jail. I feel like they're telling her to plead the fifth. That's not against the law. And they telling her she don't remember. Say she don't remember because that was in September. I don't think she's going to go to jail, because apparently she not lying. She just saying she don't remember. They probably told her, you don't get in trouble if you say you don't remember. It was back in September. So I don't think it's perjury. I thought the same thing before, but
it was September.
You know what? We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC.
Do you remember?
We both sound like hands. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC, you know. And why don't you hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Rock T, who we repping today?
Man, we got a special HBC, you know, with Jackson State and North Carolina Central breaking down the Celebration Bowl. That's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 18 minutes before the top of the hour. We got a special HBC, you know, today. Celebration Bowl going down tomorrow. It's the HBCU National Championship between Jackson State, which is the champions of the SWAC, and North Carolina Central, which is the champions of the MEAC. It's going down in Atlanta, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. Let's break this game down. Undefeated Jackson State, the first SWAC team to go undefeated and untied since Alcorn State did it in 1991. They are a 15-point favorite behind Coach Primetime Deion Sanders, who will coach the Tigers for the final time before leaving to go to Colorado. Led by quarterback sophomore sensation Shador Sanders. Threw for 3,400 yards and 36 touchdowns this year. North Carolina Central won their final 4 games behind their star quarterback, Davius Richard. He's like, listen, don't y'all get it twisted. Most valuable offensive player of the MEAC. The Eagles lean heavily on their defense, led by safety Khalil Baker, who's got 4 interceptions of the season. My prediction for this game, oh my goodness, this is tough because I love them both. But I got Jackson State to win this game, and they're going to walk away with the Celebration Bowl championship. There it is, man. Shout out to all the HBCUs out there handling their business. I'm Rock Teasy for Sheezy. Let's get it.
What's up, Ricky? You know, holiday traffic is already starting to pick up, and we've heard stories about people who have been caught cheating in an HOV lane with a fake person in the passenger seat. But this one, Ricky, is holiday-themed. A driver in Arizona was caught driving in a carpool lane with an inflatable Grinch sitting in the front seat. The Arizona Department of Public Safety posted a photo online, and it's pretty funny. The driver probably isn't laughing, though, because a trooper pulled the car over, confirmed that there were no real human passengers in the car, and issued a citation. Now, it's not clear how much the ticket was for, but according to a report from 2018, local fines for HOV violations start at $400. I didn't know they were that expensive. The officer said he appreciated the festive flair.
No,
yeah, right. Yeah, well, he said he appreciated the flair and the creativity, but not enough to trash a ticket. So this woman did actually get a ticket, and the Grinch just sitting there chilling like what the problem is. But, yeah.
I would have let her go if I was the cop. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'd have been so busy.
You give him a warning. Yeah. The cop ain't got no sense of humor.
That's just being a jerk. And it's during the holidays. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Showed up at court with the Grinch. This is my wit. I would have did a
that
whole.
That would have been even funnier.
Oh,
I done did a whole case like Barton.
Yeah.
Got the Grinch sitting up there. That's interesting. It's interesting, but a lot of people have been using those dummies in the HOV lane as well. You know, just where they won't get a ticket. But I wonder can the police tell that you got a blow up doll in the car when she riding over there with her mouth open?
Yeah.
Right over there with that seatbelt on and mouth wide open.
Them red lips. Just staring with them big old eyes.
Stupid.
All right, more Rickey Smiley. Thank you, Maria.
She's your queen to be, a vision of perfection,
Yes, sir.
an object of affection to quench your royal fire, completely free from infection, to be used at your discretion, waiting only for your direction, your queen to be.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, what up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Unetta. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky Tyler Perry is speaking out, y'all. Now, remember we were talking about earlier this week, y'all, Stephen Twitch Boss, y'all, the DJ from the Ellen Show that committed suicide.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Perry is reflecting, y'all, on those dark times in his life that caused him to attempt suicide in an emotional tribute to Stephen Twitch Boss, who took his life. Now, Tyler said the 52-year-old actor, he took to Instagram on Thursday, y'all, to share his own experiences in an effort, y'all, to uplift everyone else, honey, going through hard times or struggling. He said, quote, "I like the rest of the world. I'm shocked, honey," he said, by the death of Stephen Boss Twitch. He added, y'all, that while he only met the dancer a couple of times, he always seemed like such a light. He said, with that said, he said, "I just want to take you back to a time in my life, honey, when I tried to commit suicide a couple of times because it was so dark." He said, "I didn't think it would get any better." He said, "I had endured so much pain, so much abuse, sexual abuse." He said, "It was so hard to just move through that I thought the only way to make this better was to end my life." He said, "Had any of those attempts happened, I would have missed the best part of my life," he continued. Now, he went on and talked about it. So now, Unetta, you're a counselor. Now, so and stuff. So, I mean, tell us, I mean, dark times. So when people go through dark times, is it a thing, to just commit suicide or just talk to a friend? What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, talking to somebody, reaching out, which makes it difficult. It's difficult to do that. But I think talking to somebody, reaching out, going to a professional, I'm so glad Tyler told his story. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because, knowing that he was in that dark space and then he was able to recover it, hopefully could give hope to other people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people deal with suicidal thoughts, but they don't talk about it, So I'm really glad he told his story.
Well, that's
awesome.
Good. Yes, so we're glad he told us that story. Now, Ricky, I glimpsed over something earlier, saying something. This is just a speculation and an alleged, but they're saying that he was having problems with those Bitcoin sticks. They say he lost like $1 million.
I saw something like that. Like his life savings, he invested it into something. Yeah, I did see
What's that thing, that cryptocurrency?
Yeah, exactly that. Yes.
Well, I wasn't playing with that. I remember somebody in Atlanta was trying to get me to go or whatever, and they said, all these black, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
sure
put a
wasn't.
couple dollars in it,
It was
got
something.
a couple back. Yeah.
I sure wasn't. I wasn't fooling with it.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure we're going to find
so many
out.
people that invested so much money in that. It's sad.
Yeah. Man, listen.
I never understood. It never made sense to me.
Yeah. I can't say what I would like to say on the air.
Yeah.
I'll say it off the air because I get attacked, but I feel what I feel, and I was absolutely right. And I'm saying it based off of my past experience dealing with fast talk and make everything sound good. Folks that look like me, I don't play with them. Man, if you don't go on with all this stuff, tell me the bad part. How about that?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you got all this good stuff, and then we got an answer for anybody that got an answer and an explanation for everything is a slickster. I don't care what nobody say. I'll take that to my grave. I say that with a full chest.
I feel you,
The
dog.
hell with that.
That's the first thing I always tell people. Tell me the bad. Give me all the bad. And then let me make my decision after that one.
Yeah, everything ain't all good.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that all turn out, y'all. My quick for free story, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that Jennifer Lopez, honey, was exposed, honey. They're saying the TikTokers say she is an awful person. They say she's a horrible person. People that met her, they say she's very mean and cruel and what have you and stuff like that. But I mean, well, people don't understand. People present to you what they want to present to you. You know, and and maybe when they met Jennifer, she probably was having a bad day with Ben because, you know, she stole Ben back from Jen. So, so that probably was, one of the days she probably didn't feel like being bothered and they just ran into her, what have you, instead of just calling her an awful person and stuff. But, I mean, she seemed to be a nice person. I met her when I was doing American Idol and she seemed to be nice, but then that was just a quick glimpse. So, I don't know. Ricky, have you ever met Jennifer Lopez?
People speak. What do they want people to do, though? That's what I'm saying.
I think you need to turn the flip.
It don't be us, it be them. All you got to do is just speak and keep it moving. And everybody,
that ain't enough, child. That ain't enough for people.
I don't like that picture. Take a picture of my good side. Okay, give me a hug. Okay, call my mama on FaceTime. And the minute you say no to something, you mean. Yeah, I would never go to I was telling Brett yesterday, I would never go attend another function. What do you call it? Like an open function again? It gives me anxiety real bad because it's such a bad experience dealing with people that be doing too much. Yeah. Like people be rude, they interrupt your conversation, they grab you from your back with their hand on your back, putting a phone in your face, and pull you into their phone.
Why you talking?
Why are you talking? Rude, and then everybody else blow it up. They just excited. Excitingly rude.
Okay. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, is reindeer.
Hold on, Grab, before you get a Kahlua. Now watch somebody take this conversation and twist it.
You know it.
And tell a bold-faced lie. They don't like to take pictures. That ain't what we said.
I'm waiting now to read it. Right now.
Quick to take what you said out of context. That's not what we said.
Consent
what we're talking about
important.
Is people that's being rude. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind taking a picture if you wait until I get through talking to the person that I'm talking to and not be so aggressive. So when I watch somebody take that and run with it,
you already know it.
And as soon as they say it, I know you say, I say, you a lie. You a lie. I did not say that. I just told it to their face. You a lie. You took that's out of context. That's not what I said. Go ahead, girl.
Period. The Kahlua today, is reindeer. On the high end, you say reindeer, and on the low end, just say beautiful tan. That's your Kahlua for today, and that's a Christmas color, y'all.
A beautiful Christmas color.
Yes.
Y'all give it up.
A nice tan today.
Yes.
Give it up for Gary with the T. All right, time for the wake up call. Get at your boy 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes up would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
Wake up, Ethelene and Minnie Boone in Ahoskie, North Carolina. Wake up.
Good morning, this guy from Altamont telling everybody out my screen to wake up.
My name is Amora Brown. To wake up, my auntie calling wake up.
My name is Sean Atkinson calling from Mooresville, North Carolina, and I want to say wake up to my daughter Grace. Happy birthday, and wake up.
Hey, this is Kirsten from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I want to wake up my city, Sunland Park, Parkway, and Franklin Park. Wake up.
Hey, good morning. This is Betty. I'm calling to say wake up to Katrina, Sherelle, Alonzo, LJ, Larry. Wake up up there in Ohio and California. Wake up.
Charleston, wake up. In Rouge, wake up. Taylor has said, wake up. Come on, Montgomery, wake up. Columbus, wake up. In Albany, wake up.
All right, I appreciate that. It's a segment that's being brought to you by
Mind, Body, Business with Maria Moore on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time for Mind, Body, and Business with Maria. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Yanetta. I'm so glad that you're here today on this topic because I think, you can really make a great contribution to this conversation. We've been talking about the passing of Twitch, and the topic of suicide and depression has come up. So, I want to talk about some of the bad habits that we are engaging in every day that we unknowingly could be contributing to, a lower mood, and even depression. So sometimes the small things add up, right? You skip exercise, eat junk food, stay up late, and suddenly you're feeling like crap. And now, I'm not saying that these things alone can lead to a diagnosis of depression, but they can keep you from feeling your best. And so the first thing is eating processed foods, those snacks, high-fat foods. A quick slice of pizza or a bag of chips may be tasty every once in a while, but too many highly processed foods might have a negative effect on your mood. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published a study that found the healthier your diet, the lower your risk for depression. So you think about what junk food does to your body physically, but also, it can affect your self-confidence because, you're eating too much junk food and, your body starts to morph into something different. And for some people, it affects their self-confidence. You think about, your skin may start breaking out. You can't fit your clothes. And so all of that can contribute to the way that you feel, I don't know if you're finding that with any of your clients, Yanetta, in terms of the way they feel and how they're eating, or if that's a conversation that, therapists have.
Oh, yeah. I talk a lot with my clients about their diet and what they're eating and emotional eating and things of that nature. And, when you go for those quick fixes, those, I call it foods that are like substitutes, but they don't really have substance. You get those high highs and those spikes in your energy and mood, but then you get the low lows, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of talk about that a lot. So yeah, your food plays a huge role in your mood.
When
and
you
depression.
go low, you go to the flow. I mean, on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how much you eat. And so really be mindful of that. Another one is going to bed late at night. There was another study published that found that people who went to bed later reported more chronic negative thoughts throughout the day. Yes, and that behavior has been linked to depression. And, you up late at night, what are you doing? You're scrolling on social media, you're depositing things into your brain. And even for me, like sometimes it affects my dreams.
Yeah. Sleep hygiene is huge, right? And REM sleep is kind of how your brain takes the trash out, right? So it dumps what it doesn't need and kind of keeps what it needs. So if you're staying up and you're not getting REM sleep, then you're kind of carrying stuff from day to day. So that's why getting that good night's rest is so important, for our overall health.
For sure.
I'll be up in there 6:30. 6:30, lights off under the cover. 6:30.
Baby, like a toddler up in this thing.
6:30?
Brad, I just got a little sleep aid. I've trained my body to go to bed early. Now, you're going to wake up you're going to wake up at 4, but you're going to wake up refreshed. I have already had a full breakfast, watched TV for an hour, tweeted everything, and came to work like it was nothing and ready to go. 6:30. Like the minute it get dark, I start winding down. And I'm talking about I take a nice hot shower.
Please show me how to do that. Please.
I can show you.
Well, you know what, Brad? One thing you can do is just start slow. Just say, I'm going to add 20 minutes tonight. I'm going to add 30 minutes. And just try to work your way up just to more sleep. So don't go from like only sleeping 4 straight to 8. Say, I'm going to try and get 5.5. So those are just 2 quick things. And I'll be sharing more on my social media. But yeah, really examine your habits, especially as we're heading into the new year and trying to live healthier lifestyles. And you can find me on Instagram at Maria Moore. That's MariaMore. Thank you, Ricky.
No, thank you, Maria. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Chicken and Waffle Mix coming up. Don't want to miss it, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes, sir. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, who is this?
But you're not going to believe this, Shada. You're not going to believe it right here. I'm so first grader right now. No. I got to tell you this. I done had a wreck trying to get to work. Ran into. That's what I had a wreck with.
A good thing is at least you try. Oh, it was on your way to work.
Trying to get to work, turn at the red light. Guess who done ran into me, Shouty?
Who?
My ugly ass cousin, Daria.
Man, let me tell you. Hey, let me, Rick.
That's what happened, man.
We sat out here waiting on the police to get, and we both got warrants.
He's finna sit up. He's finna come up. See, this is why I need y'all to just put me on my own schedule. I don't need to be filling in. I need to because when you got to fill in for people, they'll have you in all kind of mess. The only reason
you don't show up either, Darius.
No, but I'm just saying. But he's just trying to come because this the Christmas bonus, and he know that. First of all, both of us got kids, and I need stuff for my kids too.
Boy, and this ain't about your kid. This about both of us trying to get there, because you know, I told you yesterday that Rick said checks was up there. So you going to try to come to work anyway. I ain't told you to cover for me today. You going to try to come up there anyway. Talking about your kid needs some criminal.
Both of us need, but you waste. See, Rick, he wastes his money on stuff. This my cousin, and them kids, the stuff he be buying is video games and all that, and them kids need hooked on phonics and stuff like that.
I'm trying to buy an Xbox. My little boy want an Xbox. Why my little boy don't deserve no Xbox? You need to be telling somebody why you trying to come on to work, and ain't nobody ask you to come to work. Oh, ugly, what?
Let me just tell you this. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. First of all, let me tell you this. You need to get up to that school with them kids. The way you talk, because you talk like you talk like you.
Sorry, you can't get no word. You talk like you talking about. Oh, you talk. Hey, why are you stuttering?
Hey, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. So nobody coming to work today? Nobody. Now when they are coming, this is the last day before the Christmas break. Nobody coming.
I mean, we had a rent. We were trying to get them. You said a Uber to come. Hey, boy, shut up. You said a Uber to come get me rich so I can get my check.
Right.
Well, you go get him. I'm gonna tell you right now, Rick. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So whatever y'all decide, just hit me back and let me know what y'all about to get into.
Come on, let's worship the Lord. This is Larry Myers, and whatever you're going through, know that there's nothing too hard for God. Listen to the words. When the saints go to worship, that's when the kings will come in. When the saints
get your sorrow, Gary. That's Miss Larry, Gary.
Holy Spirit can have his way, but when the saints get on one accord and begin to bless the Lord, you're the King.
Fred, brother Gary.
Yes, the King was mighty and battle. Yes, the King of glory shall come.
And you know what? We need to find that original, the original when he was on that little local TV show singing that gospel song. You know what I'm talking about? That was before he went on My 600-Pound Life. This video was after My 600-Pound. We got to find that original, boy. He was.
And her name is not Larry anymore. It's Lorenz. So get
he changed it?
Yes, baby. The artist formerly known as.
Okay.
Lorenz. Lorenz.
Miss Lorenz.
Yes.
She hurt.
Larry.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Earlier this year, Master P's daughter, y'all, Miss Tatiana, you remember she died of an accidental drug overdose after struggling with substance abuse. Well, now, last night, y'all, Master P's son, Romeo, honey, they're saying it appeared, y'all, that he called out his wonderful dad after he shared condolences for Ellen DeGeneres' former DJ Stephen Twitch Boss, who died, from suicide this week. Now, Master P put out, he said, rip to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch and salute Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. These are crazy times we're living in. You can be smiling one day and gone the next. He was supposed to be a guest DJ on a concert we were having in January, on January 13th. He said, life is too short. He said, appreciate your loved ones. Hashtag mental illness is real. And he shouted out to Post Malone and some other people for coming together with him. Well, this is what Mr. Romeo said. He said today was a boiling point. He said a sane man avoid his own children struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man whom passed today that he doesn't even know. He said, y'all idols, honey, be lost. He said, better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. Unquote.
Man.
Why didn't he just text his dad and tell him that?
Oh, Ricky.
Message. That's the point.
I don't know. But we hope that maybe he was talking about somebody else. I don't know. Hopefully he wasn't calling his daddy out like that. But, honey, he did put it out there, and people are wondering, He
was talking about his dad?
Well, that's what it seemed like, Cause
Let me read that again.
Okay, let me go back. Cause remember what I said, his dad, shouted out, to Twitch family and to Ellen them and all that. And here's Lil Romeo's response to that tweet, I guess. He said, today was a boiling point. A sane man avoid his own children's struggle with suicide. Because, his daughter died from suicide and depression. But post another man whom passed today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. And he said, better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed.
Yeah, the thing about it is, there's no perfect parent. Right. It's a lot of situations I wish, when it came to parenting, that I didn't see in my kids that I wish that I could get back. And you do better when you know better. And I think Master P was a great dad from what I've seen over the years. And every time I always seen him with his kid, but the behind the scenes and sometimes men not making any excuses, don't pay attention enough to certain things. As you get older, but when you're a young dad, you miss a lot of stuff. Because Romeo is the same age as my oldest son. And I remember the four of us sitting in the airport having a conversation one day, me and Master P and our two sons, which is the same age. And I just remember being a young dad and all of the mistakes I made as a young dad. And I wish I could get it back, but I can't. But I do know better now. So, I think that's a conversation that they need to sit down and have, and just let him vent and let him get it all out and say, hey, whatever I can do better from this day forward. At that point, that's all you can do, because you can't go back and change the past.
Yeah. Loss triggers us, right? And that grief and loss, it'll come up, and it sounds like he got triggered when he heard that.
Yeah, that's what it was, a trigger.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to keep them lifted out. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Glorilla. They said Glorilla, honey, she's looking for a personal assistant. And she said she want to, work at least 16-hour days for $550 a week. Now, they're saying that the Memphis rapper posted the wanted ad on Facebook, and she got a lot of backlash. She said the pay is minimum wage, $550 for an 80-hour week. Now, she said the list
not gonna get a good one.
Yeah, she said the list of job duties is intimidating. Now, she said job seeker must manage Glow's calendar, schedule her meetings, events, appointments, doctor visits, dinner reservations, handle her travel itineraries. $550, including her Uber ground transportation. She said the individual must book flights, honey, hotels, and other reservations for her entourage as well. But this is the deal, Rick. She said, first of all, y'all need to get over it. She said she's paying for your plane ticket. She said, with her paying for your plane ticket, she said, either you get the $550 and a paid for a plane ticket, or she pay for your you pay for your own plane ticket and she give you a little boost of money.
That ain't no doggone money. And after that third or fourth flight and hustling and busting them doggone airports, man, that ain't exciting to nobody flying on a plane. That's like flying on a plane is like riding the city transit downtown to go to work every day. Am I lying, Brett?
No, but it's exciting to new people that don't really have this experience to run with a celebrity.
For the first 4 weeks.
Right.
For the first 4 weeks till you get tired of packing a bag and running in and out of hotels and stuff like that. And then that ain't no real money to be away, because you talking about being away from your
minimum
kids.
wage, you're going to get minimum results.
Absolutely. You being away from your family, you missing out on your kids, your mama, your grandmama, because you gone out of town. and you in foreign places doing stuff.
But you know what, Ricky? I want to just offer a different perspective because before I came to Atlanta to do radio, I was doing like voiceovers at a station in Philadelphia, and I was paid $10 to read each line. But that person ended up calling the PD that got me the job in Atlanta. So, I mean, you just never know. I'm not saying that it justifies making $550 a week, but some people can take it and turn it into a bigger opportunity if they're in a position to do that.
Well,
if they're in a position to do that.
But she made it very clear. She said, honey, if you think, honey, I'm fit to pay $1,200 a week, and she said, I take flights every day. She said, you think I'm fit to pay $500 for you a flight every day plus pay? She said, no, honey, it don't work like that.
But she ain't paying for that. The book, whoever booked her, they give her a travel allowance, and that goes into your travel allowance. So that's not coming out of her pocket. Hell, if I do a show in Atlanta, I still get a travel allowance. And hell, I just drive over there from Birmingham to do that gig, and then you got extra money in the bank. Don't you do that sometimes with travel allowance, Brett, when you driving?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, that ain't coming out of her pocket.
Yeah, well,
they new to the industry, boy. Yeah.
Is it common to post how much you're paying people? Is that common? I thought that they usually don't put that amount out there until you actually get the interview.
Yeah, and it depends on the qualifications of the person sometimes as well.
Okay.
And before I go with the color, she did say, honey, she made $550 a week at Amazon, so y'all need to, honey, get this $550. All right.
Maybe that's just the starting point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somebody gonna apply for it.
It's a great opportunity. They got to be on point and be classy and be business. It is a good opportunity for somebody that knows business to get in the business and grow and expand. Look at Earthquake daughter, how she managing all these comedians, and she's on major tours now. She started out working for her dad and doing little stuff for him, and now she's managing a whole lot of young up-and-coming artists that's out here really doing some stuff, making major decisions. So if you get in there and hustle and get somebody that's really, really smart and want to grow,
right,
she's going to either have to eventually pay them more, or they're going to be leaving the nest. So
they'll find something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The color today, y'all, is reindeer. They might become a reindeer. On the high end, you say reindeer, and on the low end, you say beautiful tan. That's your color for today, honey.
See, look at you, Gary. You started out at you was working at Wendy's.
Nah, honey. Started maybe flipping burgers, honey.
Then you started doing. What was you doing on Steve Harvey's show? What was you doing?
I was doing the horoscopes with Steve Harvey. I was Drew on Steve Harvey's show, honey. I would do the horoscopes.
And then you went back down to a personal assistant. You went down to a personal assistant. What was you getting paid to be a personal assistant?
Ricky, I was your personal assistant.
What did he pay you?
I ain't gonna say.
$525.
About $500.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was less than $500.
Let me tell you, if we could be very transparent, it was less than, but it's not. I promise you, it was not that though. It gave me the opportunity because I wanted to do it, so it gave me the opportunity. And if I could be transparent about this, honey, when I was working for Ricky, before I started working for Ricky, honey, and I was working for myself, when I was doing stuff myself, I would go to the store, honey, and buy a damn lamp and put the other lamp on layaway. When I started working for Ricky, honey, I would go to the store and buy the whole damn room. So they gave me the opportunity to see that money is to be had and you could have it. You know, I just had to work for it and I got it and here I am today. So I'm very apprecitive for it. So, honey,
but Gary, what you're not talking about, you was terrible. You were horrible.
I was the best assistant your ass had. Trust me, the best one you had.
You ran them chicks for me, but you were horrible.
I sure did. I tried to do it for you yesterday. But anyway. Another story. Yes.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
Recently in news, it has been non-stop court drama from Meg Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez to Young Thug, Gunna, and R. Kelly. And from people pleading the fifth, taking deals and RICO charges sometimes may be a bit confusing for people who don't understand, what's actually going on.
Yes, because all of a sudden everybody has a law degree and is interpreting transcripts from the courtroom, and people are getting very different results.
And on the line this morning to help us out is National Criminal Defense Attorney and activist, member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Gerald Griggs. Hey, good morning, man.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we always happy to have you, man. So in the news headlines broke that Gunna was released from jail and took an Alford plea. I don't know what that is. So what is the difference between an Alford plea and a regular plea?
Okay, so an Alford plea is a plea where you don't admit guilt, but you indicate that there's sufficient evidence that the jury could possibly find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, but you, again, do not admit guilt. And so that's what happened in that case. Gunner admitted that there's sufficient evidence to convict him. He was given 5 years to do 1 credit for time served, community service, and he had to allocute on the record. So that's what happened in that case. So he didn't actually admit guilt, but he accepted the fact that he possibly could be found guilty.
So what would the impact be now on the YSL Young Thug case now that he's pleaded guilty under Alfred?
Well, there's actually been 2 individuals that have taken pleas, and I fully expect that there will be more. And part of their plea agreement will be some sort of cooperation. I understand that Gunner has maintained that he is not cooperating with authorities, but I fully expect others will enter plea agreements and testify in that case.
Right, and we see that there are more than 26 other defendants. Do you think the majority of those will testify against Young Thug, and what does this mean for him, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think that the case is starting to unravel. I think that there will be more individuals that plead guilty for 2 reasons. One, there seems to be substantial evidence in this case. I mean, even Gunner admitted that YSL is, in fact, a gang in open court. And then 2, there's no courtroom in Georgia that can comply with 26 individuals going to trial. But the biggest one I've seen in Fulton County was 13. There was not a courtroom big enough for 20 to 26 defendants.
They had that at the Phillips Arena. Go ahead.
Okay. State Farm.
Wow.
Now, with the Tory Lanez case, we saw Kelsey Harris. We saw her in court, and she pleaded the 5th and is not really cooperating with everything. Now, according to prosecutors, she had been compromised. Will her testimony affect the trial, and does that mean Tory can possibly get off?
I think it will, because, in the criminal trial, all you need is to raise the specter of reasonable doubt. And when a person pleads the 5th, that means they will not be compelled to give evidence against themselves. So there could be some criminal liability there. Of course, she has an immunity deal, and, she's not going to be charged for that. But, you can violate an immunity deal by perjuring yourself. So clearly there's something there that she does not want to disclose in open court. And, of course, her Fifth Amendment rights gives her the right not to, but it's very detrimental to the prosecution.
So you kind of answered the next question. Let me ask you this. So they said now Kelsey tested positive for gun residue, and the question that people are asking is, could she get residue on her hands by sitting next to Tory Lanez?
It depends on how close you are to the shooter, but typically the person with the gun residue on them would either be the shooter or somebody very close to the shooter, sometimes the victim when it's a very close contact shot. So usually the shooter has the residue, and I know that Mr. Lanez's lawyers are going to try to argue that the shooter would have been Kelsey if she had gun residue on her.
Wow.
Yeah, because she had gun residue on her hand, but he did not. Did he not have gun residue on his hand?
I think they both did.
I think both of them, according to the preliminary evidence, they both had it. So there's a question of who is the actual shooter, which is the ultimate question in this case. And when you have 2 people, one that pleads the 5th, that inference, even though it's not supposed to be made, could be made by a jury that the person who's pleading the 5th has something to hide.
Gerald, while we got you real fast, can you touch on the R. Kelly case and where he stands in his appeals and trying to get his sentence reduced? Could R. Kelly be released?
Well, as everybody knows, I represent some of the survivors, so my opinion may be a little different from most people, but I think that R. Kelly will be serving a substantial amount of time in prison. I don't think that his appeals will be successful because he was given 2 fair trials. He still has 2 more cases, and so I don't think he'll be coming home anytime soon.
Oh, wow, Gerald, God. That's a whole lot, man. Well, thank you so much for this information. If anybody want to reach you or have any questions about anything concerning any of these court cases, or, just want people to follow you because you post a lot of stuff, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
Okay, they can follow me on all social channels at Attorney Griggs, ATTORNEYGRIGGS on all channels, or you can go to the website, www.geraldgriggs.com.
Hey, Gerald.
Yeah.
Man, you, Roland Martin, Jeff Johnson, all y'all alphas, y'all be thinking y'all, man, go on, man. Have a nice day, Jerry.
Well, you know, we holding up the light, Rick. You know, everybody's entitled to make one mistake. You made that one by pledging don't make it, but you still my brother. So I love you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you make it. I'm gonna let you make it, my brother. Y'all give it up for the one and only Gerald Green. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time to play Battle of the Sexes. We got Demisha from Tallahassee. Demisha, what's up? All right, we happy to have you this morning, and we got the one and only DJ Dirt from Charlotte. What up, boy? Yes, sir. Hey, boy, it look like this look. I can't even talk this morning. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
You be getting.
Right. That's Demisha representing Tallahassee, and DJ Dirt representing Queen City, Charlotte, North Kakalaki. All right, so listen, Battle of the Sexes is about that time. If y'all don't know the question, please say pass where you won't eat up your time off the clock, all right?
Okay. Got it.
All right, so let's start. We're gonna let y'all go with the men first, all right? DJ Dirt, let's go.
I'm ready.
All right, start the clock. The small, very fine, wispy hairs located around the edges of your hairline are called?
Baby hair.
Yes. What is the highest paying female sport?
Ooh, that's a hard one, yeah. Tennis.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wiping your new pots and pans down with oil is called what?
Lubrication.
No, seasoning. What was Nah Lathan's love interest on Love and Basketball?
Pass.
Omar Epps. Tanga, hipster, and Brazilian are type of women's what?
Say it again, Tanga.
Tanga, hipster, and Brazilian are types of women's what?
Waxes.
No, underwear.
Oh.
When cooking, the process of cooking off alcohol that's been added to a hot pan is called?
Pass.
Flambe.
Damn.
Fat removal used by non-invasive cool lasers are called?
What removal?
Fat removal used by non-invasive cool lasers are called?
Nope.
Cool sculpting.
Don't know it.
Oh, damn.
No, you got two,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I would have got those either. It's like I was close, but then when you said the answer, I'm like, oh yeah. You knew it, but you don't know it. All right. All right, Demisha, you ready?
I'm ready.
Start the clock. Any man going into prison is always told not to drop what?
The soap.
Right. Both Michael Vick and John Elway both wore this jersey number.
Pass.
Number 7. All right, what is the thing that antifreeze is poured into to cool a car engine? What is it
Radiator.
called? Yep. All right, when a race car pulls out the race to get tires changed and refueled, that is called what?
The pit.
Yep. Hook, jab, uppercut are terms called for what sport?
Boxing.
Yep. A video game made this former NFL head coach a household name.
Madden.
Yep.
Killing it.
Off-duty cop John McClane fought terrorists in this iconic movie series.
Off-duty who now?
Terrorists is Die Hard. Short track and super speedway. Short track and super speedway are terms used in what sport?
Racing, drag car racing.
NASCAR. That was close.
Okay,
But anyway, you won. She won. Special K. What did she win?
All righty then. You won today. Congratulations. You are definitely a winner of the fabulous prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. All right, let's start it off with Jarritos pineapple-flavored soda, a cool, refreshing beverage with a sweet, tropical taste. Also, from Wickedly Easy, the Halloween Witch Makeup Kit. You've also got a bottle of Heinz 57 sauce. Is it hot sauce? Is it ketchup? Is it barbecue sauce? Nobody knows. It's Heinz 57. I got a pack of 3 original Slim Jim beef snack sticks. 1 pound bag of frozen cauliflower, high in vitamin C. You've also got from Driver's Choice a 7-quart oil drain pan. You've got a 6-ounce bottle of calamine lotion for skin protection and breakout rashes. Also, a 2-pack of super heavy-duty D batteries. From Suavitel, fabric softener, dryer sheets, long-lasting scent, reduces static. And also from Jimmy Dean, the meat lover's breakfast, frozen, microwavable. Includes potatoes, sausage, eggs, cheddar cheese, and crispy bacon. Congratulations! It's all yours, courtesy of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show and the Dollar Tree. And ma'am, because you got so many right, you get a bonus gift. $10 off services at the Bee Steam Lady Spa. It's the season to be cuffing, so come on in and get some steam on that muffin. All right.
Hey, congratulations, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Demetri, congratulations. And hey, shout out to you, DJ Dirt and Charlotte, man. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all for playing. Battle of the Sexes, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Boy, let me tell you something, man. That remind me of my nieces and my nephews. Brad, I used to get everybody something for Christmas, man. That remind me of the year I got my oldest son a damn go-kart. Boy, he would come in the house smelling like go-kart smoke and gas. Man, and that was when I used to live in a townhouse right across the street from my mama, and I had bought a trampoline from a lady that her kids had got too big, and I don't know how I got that damn trampoline and had it on the side of my townhouse. But boy, they had got a trampoline that year. I had got my kids that little go-kart. That little go-kart was like $400. And they rode that damn go-kart. I live right across the street in a townhouse across from my mom and my stepdad. We didn't have a whole lot, man, but that was the best. And just going over everybody's house that evening, Christmas evening, just visiting, stopping and visiting folks, and people be frying fish, throwing parties, little house parties. You get to see people you ain't seen in a long time, and then you be listening to the hip-hop station in Birmingham. It's 95.7. That's the station I started at, WBHJ. I'm proud of that. We are now on WBHK and KISS in Birmingham. But, boy, you listen to 95.7 Jam, DJ Dirty Vegas, and all those other DJs be mixing and stuff. All them Christmas mixes, man, look at here. Boy, oh, my God. And I stopped at this one damn gas station. Go in there and get me a big-ass bag of M&Ms, a Mountain Dew, and some damn lemon cream filled cookies, and just be in the car riding. That's my whole Christmas evening routine, Brett. Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now. Did y'all play that in the Shy?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I heard it in Atlanta more though, but they played it in the Shy on the ratchet stations.
Oh, that's worldwide. That's worldwide right there. That's right up there with Mariah Carey Christmas song.
Oh, see this.
I know they played in Atlanta. Right? Did they play that in the DF Dub? Rock gone. Oh, damn. Rock. Hello. Hello. But that is a popular song, y'all. So we play that every year. Gary, you like that song?
I like it, but we didn't play that in Port Arthur. We played
y'all play that in the Port Arthur? No.
Did y'all have a radio station in Port Arthur that wasn't AM?
Yeah, we had. I think it was Kids, but we had more of Nat King Cole and stuff for people that was different.
Gary, I know they got a hip hop station in Port Arthur, Texas.
Well, they do now, but honey, you know how long it's been, honey? We used to have KOLE Cole, and we had Kiss and stuff. That was more of, what would you call it?
Right.
That music.
Maria, did they play that in South Florida?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Tallahassee.
Absolutely.
You know Nashville?
No, they didn't play it in Nashville.
Sorry to hear that.
They have a country music, baby. Country
you never heard that? You never heard that song? You never heard that?
First time hearing it.
Really?
Boy,
are you serious?
No.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm serious.
That is like the hip hop Christmas thing. 5 months free.
Classic. That's the hip hop Christmas
That's
anthem.
the only part
Classic.
I really know. I'll be waiting on that part.
I tell you what, I bet Zoe know it. You don't know it. I bet you go play that for Zoe. I bet she'll sing every word.
I'm gonna ask her today. I'm gonna ask her. I remember the Highland Springs, the chicken and collard greens. I remember that one. Y'all remember that Christmas song?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's Run DMC.
Yeah, I remember.
But let me pull it up, Dave. The Christmas song of all time with these damn dogs.
The barking dogs.
Dave say he got to find it.
Yeah.
Find that. But this song right here, man, just bring back so many memories, man. I just hope everybody have a happy and a merry Christmas, man. But this song right here, if you don't hear this song on Christmas night, you ain't had Christmas. This is and then this is when you on your way to the club.
Come on, dog.
This is when you on your way to the club Christmas night. I don't know what club I'm going to Christmas night, but I'm going to a club. I'm going to have me a good ass time. Put on me a nice jacket.
This year?
This
year?
I'm going to a club. I'm going
I'd be
somewhere nice.
horrified.
Let's go, dog. Let's go.
Don't nobody fight when this song come on. Ain't nobody fighting when this come on.
No, everybody just dancing.
It's disrespectful to fight
And
during
that's
this
when
song.
you get chicks in their 40s twerking that still got it. The ones that got,
Yes,
got
sir.
the hips. And they had all them puppies, but they still fine.
A little bit of belly hanging down, but it's a little bit of belly.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
If you pull their shirt up, their stomach look like a brain.
You know what?
You know what?
Not be
That's
He did not need that description.
That's actually right.
Entertainment.
Oh, man.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Boy, the bros from Alpha 5 finna blow my phone up, man. Hey, bros, George Smith requested that. Y'all don't blame me, blame George Smith. Alpha Phi chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning is being brought to you by Downy. Do you love running in the morning, but putting on smelly workout gear stinks, especially when you already washed it? Luckily, new Downy Rinse and Refresh gets rid of odors that get left behind after washing. Use it in every load. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in your Friday morning news. 3 men were sentenced to a minimum of 7 to 12 years in prison yesterday for their role in a failed plot attempt to kidnap and murder Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The men were members of a militia group and helped train the ringleaders of the kidnapping plot. The 2 ringleaders will be sentenced later this month. In other news, a grand jury indicted 5 Louisiana officers in connection with the deadly 2019 arrest of Ronald Green, a black driver who was put in a chokehold and punched repeatedly by officers as he cried out for help. Meanwhile, a white officer was found guilty of manslaughter in the death of Tatiana Jefferson, a black woman who was shot at her home in Fort Worth, Texas back in October of 2019. Yes.
We've been waiting on that
just
date,
came,
and she had an all-white jury.
Yeah, they got him. Yep, they got him. So that was the outcome of that case. And lastly, in lighter news, Ricky, Harvard has appointed its first black president. Congratulations are in order for Claudine Gay, currently the school's dean of the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. She'll become the first person of color and the second woman to hold the role in Harvard University's as Harvard University's president. So congratulations goes out to her. For more headlines and news updates, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Rock Team is coming in sports.
Oh, yeah, it's only one thing to talk about in sports, man. Shout out to the Celebration Bowl. This is going down tomorrow. This is the HBCU National Championship game between the SWAC champions, Jackson State, and the MEAC champs, North Carolina Centrals, going down in Atlanta, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC tomorrow, man. Let's break down this matchup real quick. Undefeated Jackson State, the first SWAC team to go undefeated and untied since Alcorn State did it in 1991. Jackson State are a 15-point favorite to win this game. Behind Coach Primetime Deion Sanders will coach his final game with the Tigers before leaving to Colorado. His son, quarterback Shedeur Sanders, threw for 3,400 yards, 36 touchdowns on the season. Let's move on over to North Carolina Central. They won their final 4 games of the season behind quarterback Davius Richard, most valuable offensive player in the MEAC this year. He is the business as well. The Eagles, they lean heavily on their defense. Behind safety Khalil Baker, who got 4 interceptions on the season. It's going to be a showdown, man. Rock T's prediction, Jackson State will win the ball game. It's going to be good, though. But it's going to be exciting. So everybody tune in to ABC at 12 noon Eastern Time tomorrow to watch the Celebration Bowl, baby. Let's go, Rick. Go follow HBCU on all social media platforms. Let us know what HBCU represent, baby. Let's go, Rick.
I thought the police came and took that trumpet away from me.
Oh my God.
Drop it like it's hot. You never drop it like it's hot. You never make it stop.
Make it stop.
Go ahead, Rick.
Catch me at the hot spot.
Make it stop.
Go ahead,
Nobody asked for this.
We need the little drummer boy, not the little horn player.
Nobody asked for this.
Well, y'all but one.
Is that last part?
Turn the music off, babe.
Turn that trumpet off.
Hit that note again.
Hey, Brad. Go ahead, Brad. Do the hot spot with this. That's it.
That's what it sounds like, Brad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, let me tell y'all something. Well, I got to represent the trumpet players out there, all the screaming demons. Well, I still got it, baby. I got talent, baby. I do comedy. I play the trumpet. I play the piano. I fix cars. I'm a boat captain. I'm a pilot. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Go ahead.
What does trumpet sound like, Brad?
That was a great tone. Great tone.
We about to be out of time in a second.
Shout out to Mr. Henderson. Shout out to Mr. Mallock.
Shout out to Super Dave.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, what, bro?
Everybody pull this way.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.